He's never fought us. Not us united.
My favorite moment in the entire... Maybe I should complicate this before I start speaking here.
Welcome to Comics League. Hope you guys enjoyed your holiday weekend. I am going to review this week Flashpoint Beyond because I recently got the trade and I got to read through the entire story. And I thought it'd be great content for me to tell you guys what I think. So this is one of the best Geoff Johns books I have ever read. Chief among the reasons because it gets the fundamental core of these characters. And what I mean is particularly Superman. Because in this book, they sort of reimagined Superman's origin. Like he wasn't sent to Earth to like essentially to be like a shining light upon a hill, if you will. In this one, it's more in line with Invincible and Omni-Man. He was sent there to prepare the planet to be ruled. Now, what's interesting about this story is that it's established that Superman wants to fight against his father. And when asked by Thomas Wayne Batman why, he goes, because mankind is worth saving. And I'm like, okay, wait a second. So basically what you're telling me is mankind is always worth saving. That is understand. He said the people here can be good. And then he goes, essentially, because they matter, their lives matter. And I'm like, that is what this establishes is that short of injustice, the fundamental core of the Superman character is consistent throughout the entire multiverse. He will always see humanity for the potential that they have. And that is just so touching. It's so great. I love the story. I like how we see the sort of expansion of the relationship between Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne, because as you know, in this universe, Bruce Wayne was killed, Thomas Wayne became Batman, and Martha Wayne became the Joker. In this, it's established that, so in a previous Flashpoint story, it was hinted that Batman killed the Joker, and by Batman, I'm talking about Thomas Wayne. In this, it's established, no, he didn't. And in this, it's sort of I don't want to say reformation of the relationship, but what Thomas ends up doing is putting Martha in a isolation chamber, and basically that way she doesn't have to be in prison. He has a Cobblepot, which by the way is his Alfred. He has him bring her books and stuff and tend to her needs. So I'm like, he's treating her more like a dignified human being. So that's evolution for Flashpoint Batman. We also have super cool. We have Two-Face is a woman and her son becomes Robin. That is so dope. And by the way, there's another point on here that I want to emphasize. And I think it's a cool inclusion. I know it probably doesn't mean anything, but I just felt it was really cool. So if you go to the very end of like the introduction issue, so it has one of the Time Lords on the Batmobile, but it's the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Batmobile with the 89 Batmobile right there. So I like that inclusion. So this also expands more on the war and what happened afterwards, because according to this, what happened is that Batman took the Flashpoint universe, and by Batman I mean Bruce Wayne, took the Flashpoint universe and basically confined it to a snow globe, essentially and put his father in there after the events of City of Bane, so that his father could live and to preserve it. So this is like so the Flashpoint is its own universe now, its own self-sustaining universe, which is really cool. I like it. I always felt they should have done more Flashpoint because there's so much story here, so many story potentials. And obviously this led to the new 52. And this is also taking place after the Button and Tom King's Batman run. And I definitely like this scene where like Wonder Woman is being tied up by some Atlantean guards, and she goes, come closer, come closer. They come closer. She bites their noses off because she is like so like she's so over it because she's Wonder Woman and she's being held captive. Because in this thing, the Amazons lost the war against Atlantis. And yeah, Aquaman shows up and goes, and he goes, okay, I need to borrow your last word of truth. And then she goes, and then what? If I help you, you'll have us retreat and like abandon this war. And he goes, hey, do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not here for you or your Amazons. Just do whatever you want with this world. I don't care. So I realized that that's a real boss moment. So all in all, I really love this book so much. I think it was a fantastic little event. The only thing I think is stupid is about how it basically spoiled Dark Crisis, because it's talking about with the recent miraculous return of the Justice League, and then it's like Batman shows up with Ra's al Ghul, and then Ra's goes, "Oh, Batman, nice to it's back from your death, I see," or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing there. It's a bad idea to spoil that story, but I get what they were going for. So, all in all, I would give this book a 10 out of 10. The art is, so good. Story, it's Geoff Johns, and I think I've established by this point I am a Geoff Johns fanboy when it comes to comics. Movies, not so much. He's made some very questionable decisions with the movies. But that's what I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Flashpoint Beyond. Drop in the comments what you thought of the event, how you would improve it, and etc., etc. Again, happy holidays, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.